from the time that Joel originally introduced you to the syndication or fund model to the time that you actually did a fund took like 2 years. Does that sound about right?
It was quite a while from when I first was introduced to the idea and went to one of his symposiums and learned the ropes till we actually did it. I don't know that I saw anything I didn't like. It was just the unknown. It was hard for me to first time getting introduced to this model, never been involved in stocks, mutual funds, any kind of funds or managing of securities. It took me a while to get to that spot where it's okay, we can do this and here's why. Our passion is the brick and mortar. That's where it starts. And this is a vehicle to get us to that project. We were so busy that, when you're doing 20, 30, 40 escrows at a time, you're managing over the course of a month or so, it was difficult to put this into the calendar.
All I remember is it was at least a couple of years in when I started to head it more into the acquisitions direction and spearheading acquisitions. Bruce said, hey, if you're going to be that involved in underwriting deals and having authority on buying deals, you should really understand more about the syndication model and the tools that Bakerson's using. That's when I started to see the dream. At the time, when you're young and you're doing houses and you've been pretty successful at doing houses, your mind can be stuck on, why should I shift? But then when we saw the opportunity, I think that's when my mind shifted, as well as the entire company's mind.
But this project wasn't the one that opened the eyes to that. But this is the first one we did. But while we were in the midst of this one, we picked this one up in like December. And then the end of January, beginning of February, we got a call from the same group and said, hey, we got another property under contract. We have to close in 21 days. The note is going to get called because it's running into default. And can you guys help us raise the capital on this one as well? We scrambled and we raised the capital and we got brought in the debt and the equity on that deal in 21 days, 120 unit apartment building in Glendale. And the reason that one was easy for us to see is it was 30 fourplexes on 10 acres. So now you can break it down. You have 30 buildings. Okay, we can handle one building with fourplexes. We've done those before. We can handle that. That's the one that really got us to say, hey, we could do it. And not only can we do it, we can do it better. Since those two, we've done 15 other projects at Bakerson.
Awesome.
Your mind can be stuck on, why should I shift?